Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You are in an entirely new state of being, and you are in line with your true, authentic self that was there all along. You're getting to know yourself, and you are walking the path of your true self. You are walking the path of your own beautiful, unique identity and creating your own personal dream life. And from this state of raw authenticity, you can trust that life is rearranging itself for you to meet the needs of this unique self, to open up the path, to provide you with the divine inspiration that you need, to provide you with the right conversations, the right help, the right lessons. This is happening for you, and the more that you can embrace your unique, special, beautiful self, because there is nobody like you, things are going to work out in a way that you cannot even imagine. Dream big. Think big. Dream big. This is happening for you, and there is major change happening on an internal level. I know that you feel this, and it's not just you. You are not alone in this at all. We are experiencing a shift that we have never experienced before in this lifetime. It is major internal change. And parts of us need to catch up, is what I'm hearing, to adjust to this new life, to our new creative abilities. And we're here to have fun and enjoy it and learn from the experience. Observe everything that life has to offer us to be in the present moment. And you are totally doing it. And I am so proud of you for moving through this massive, monumental change in your life. This is going to be a pretty interesting reading, and it might get quite deep. And I do ask you to bear with me as I try to find the words to express what is happening in this energy. And I trust that Source has my back. And I do ask that the most high, loving, benevolent Source energy speak through me to you for the highest good of this collective. We are here to create so much beauty in this world. And you will be able to serve people in a way that you didn't think was possible, because you are filling up your own cup and you are walking your own unique path. You are going to feel supercharged. You are going to feel like you have so much energy as this shift continues to take place on an internal level. And I see you taking inspired action right now and moving in the direction of your dream life and being in creator mode, being in the driver's seat and making this happen as the Knight of Wands in your centerpiece. This is fun energy. This is exciting energy. This is having a good time and making things happen. Clarified by the Tower in reverse. Very cool. Massive internal changes are happening as you take action. Getting to know yourself in a way that has never been done before. Massive internal change. And there is an invitation here to ask, how have I been taking action in a way that is not necessarily sustainable? I get this strong message about a balance between our need and our desire to take fun, exciting, expressive action and balance that with sustainability. And there is an invitation here to ask, what is no longer sustainable in my life? And what inside of myself wants to fall away? What parts of my old identity want to fall away because they no longer serve me and they no longer belong in this life that I'm creating for myself? You are seriously moving in the right direction. And it is revealing so much about who you are, who you want to be, what is your authentic self? And the question then becomes, well, the action that I take, how effective is it? How in line is it with my authenticity? Does it help to serve the cause that I have in my life? Does it help to serve my purpose? Is it really enjoyable for this new version of self? Or is there still an old identity that is trying to hold on to old behaviors and old coping mechanisms? And this is a process. We need to be very kind to ourselves as we move through this energy. And I am right here with you guys. I have to say, I am 100% right here with you guys in the shedding of the old identity and the liminal space that we find ourselves in here. Somewhere between the old life and the old identity and the new life. And I get this feeling of like an old identity that is still existing within this new creative space that we're in. And we're finding ways to act from a new sense of self. Act from a new sense of self that has this inherent feeling of value and worthiness and belonging. We're trying to act from a place of belonging in this new life and move away from an old identity that feels like it doesn't belong. Something like imposter syndrome, or even playing out some kind of old scarcity pattern where we feel like we have to indulge and enjoy this as much as we can in fear of losing it or in fear of it running out or going away. But this isn't going away. This is our new life that we're here to enjoy. This is our new life that we're here to experience. And this is the internal change that's happening, moving away from the old identity. And currently the action that we're taking as the Knight of Wands, the action that we are taking potentially is not the best action, or we're finding ways to fine-tune the action that we're taking and make sure that we're kind of in line with our purpose and our cause and acting in a way that is healthy and again sustainable. Because I get the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups both in reverse on the masculine side in the way that we're taking action and putting ourselves out there in the world. There's a bit of a caution against being distracted and being out of center, because I do feel that as the Knight of Wands, you're incredibly attractive at this time and you're making things happen and you're being seen as someone who is bringing their dreams into reality. Even if people don't quite understand what is happening, there is an energy about you. There is a serious, like, high vibe energy about you, and potentially people want to be around you, and there's a lot of activity that is happening around you. So we just want to make sure that we're centered and we're bringing our energy back into ourself and carving out that time for ourselves to be in solitude and gather our thoughts and make sure that we're not scattered. I'm really getting that. Making sure that we're not too scattered and getting caught up in this whirlwind of energy that is happening around us, and being sure that we can protect and defend our energy at this time, because it is our creative life force. Our energy is how we are making this thing happen. So I'm not talking about being miserly with our energy, but potentially setting up some kind of routine or ritual or some protective mechanism when it comes to your own energy might be really beneficial for you at this time. And being careful not to overindulge in behaviors that are not super useful. This Three of Cups in reverse, I get this like bordering on getting lost in the source. Like I said, potentially because we're still somewhat acting from an old identity that feels like maybe this new experience isn't going to last. But it totally is. This is our life now. So we can slow down and enjoy the process. We can enjoy the present moment, and we can trust and have faith that we are going to get everything that we want out of this life in the right timing, as long as we can continue to put one foot in front of the other and act as our authentic self and honor our authentic self, as long as we can do that, everything's going to work out. So we don't have to rush, we don't have to overindulge, and we don't have to worry. Because I see you getting the results of this new inner state of being that you're cultivating for yourself, this new magician energy, the energy of the creator. I see you getting the results of this, and it's like the manifestations are coming in. You're getting the evidence that this is working. I get the magician on the feminine side with the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse alongside the magician on the feminine side. It's like somebody who, again, is very focused on making this dream life happen, and you are in the driver's seat creatively here. But potentially there is a lot of focus on getting more stability. It's like, it's working. All right, I want more. I want to make this stability happen. I want to build this foundation for myself, which is good, but we don't want to get too caught up and attached to the result, which would then maybe imply a lack of the result. Maybe some kind of healthy feeling of detachment here would be really useful. And we can play these games where we flip the narrative around and we continue to take practical steps in the 3D, and we move at a healthy pace, and we don't kind of go overboard with the spending and the using of the resources, because you are manifesting the resources. We can continue to use them and spend the resources in a healthy, practical way, and maintain that narrative in our mind, maintain that level of faith that we belong here. We're staying in this space now. There's more where that came from. Having trust and faith that there is more where that came from, because I am the creator of my own reality, and that is my identity now. The old scarcity patterns and the lack and the fear of missing out, that is no longer my identity. And I can have faith that life will continue to give me what I need to make this dream happen. And then we move into this healthy circulation of the resources, and we have to use discernment here, because we want to give from a place of stability. We want to be able to serve the collective from a place of personal stability and having that full cup. And you can't give if you have an empty cup. But as you start to create more of this stability for yourself, and you feel like you're making this thing happen in the right timing, and you then have the ability to share and to give, this would be a good time to reflect on that and think about, okay, in what ways am I potentially holding on too tight, and in what ways can I give a little bit more? And you don't have to give your finances and share your resources if you're not feeling called to, if intuitively you know it's not the right time. This could just be giving more of your time to somebody who needs it, who is really going to use that time wisely, like sharing your wisdom with people, sharing your information with people. And it's going to create this healthy flow and feedback loop where we all start working as a community and helping each other, because we've built a solid foundation on an individual level. And this Three of Cups in reverse on the masculine side, this can somewhat indicate being out of touch with that feeling of gratitude and being able to share that. And the more that you can be in that frequency of gratitude for the things that you have now, and just to stop and really appreciate, be in the present moment and appreciate everything that you've been able to build for yourself so far, this Nine of Pentacles in reverse energy will dissipate, and you will be able to cultivate that really nice, healthy detachment and being able to just enjoy life and enjoy the fruits of your labor and create a nice, healthy flow when it comes to your resources. I did pull this. I was sort of throwing the gratitude cards around when I did pull this Three of Cups in reverse, and I got share a small act of kindness. It says, think about a time when you received some kindness from a stranger. Send thanks to the person who gifted it to you, and decide how you will pay that kindness forward to another person. Like I said, this can just be your time, giving your attention to somebody, giving emotional support to somebody, because that can be so much more gratifying, and that can make us feel so good, potentially on an emotional level, in ways that are healthier than our old emotional coping mechanisms and our old methods when it comes to making ourselves feel good. Your ability to serve and shine your light in the world and be your authentic self and give the gift of yourself to the world is so, so valuable. And it doesn't have to be this big thing. And we don't often realize how these really small acts of kindness can create a massive butterfly effect in other people's lives and in the lives of our community, as the people that we help can then build up their own life and help other people, and it just spreads out in this amazing way. I get to appreciate the simple things in life. Little things in life that make your day easier often go unnoticed. Write a list of the small things in daily life that make it more abundant. And we don't realize how these really small acts of kindness can really affect people. It often goes unnoticed. But when you can share yourself, share your authentic original self, and trust that that is enough. Like, there's this message here about trusting that you are a unique, special person, and that is a gift. You sharing your original identity with the world in a way that is fearless and unapologetic and full of love and full of a willingness to serve from that place of having a full cup, that is such a gift. Your ability to offer yourself with the world, you can trust that that is a big part of your purpose here in life, to create your dream life. And to share that just by being yourself, just by sharing your energy. And the more that you can be in this nice frequency of gratitude and surrender, in a way, surrendering to this process, you're going to so easily move into this energy of your gift being the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Two cards of moving forward, moving away from an old identity, old emotional patterns. I'm getting the word identity so strongly. An old way that we would emotionally identify with ourselves, and old ways of emotionally making ourselves feel good that we know are... What I'm getting is that the new life is so much better. It's not that this is bad, and it has served us up until this point. And we don't have to abandon parts of ourselves that want to use certain things or certain beliefs or whatever. This is a process that we're moving through. It's just that the new life and the new way of doing things and the new identity is going to feel so, so good. And you can trust that what's on the other side of this journey is going to be so much better than anything that you have experienced. It's just hard to understand where we're going sometimes. It's difficult to conceptualize this new life because we've never experienced it before. But you're being urged by Spirit to continue to trust in the unknown, exactly like you've been doing, and develop new ways of emotionally connecting with yourself, and develop new ways of emotionally feeling really good, potentially through service here. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. And this could just be partaking in behaviors and doing things that give you energy, instead of doing things like in this way of the Three of Cups and Four of Swords in reverse. Potentially these are behaviors that are taking our energy, and it's this kind of scattered frequency. But to continue to just do things that actually give us energy, might be the key here. And there's also this message about like confronting the fears head on and making sure that as this Knight of Wands, we are taking action towards maybe the scary things and the things that we don't necessarily want to confront, and just moving through this stuff head on, facing the fear and releasing any type of negativity in your life, releasing any parts of this old identity that no longer serves us. Life is gonna be so good, and you've been getting the results of this new like vibe that you're creating for yourself, this solid sense of identity and your true nature. And as I split the deck, I get the abundance, I get the 10 of Pentacles through you continuing to do this inner work, do the shadow work, like I was saying, confront the scary parts and do the things that need to be done instead of taking a lot of action around it. This avoidance frequency has sort of been coming up for the past couple of days, and just to confront things head on is a real gift for you at this time. As I get the Ace of Wands flying straight out, you are the Knight of Wands. You are the Knight of Wands, and you are the Magician. You can confront these things head on. The fear will have no power over you, and it has no place in this new life, this dream life that you are creating for yourself. So have faith that the inspired action that you are being called to take right now, these intuitive feelings of wanting to take certain action, this is the right thing for you. You have the skills, you have the abilities, you're a beautiful, unique person with so much to offer, and your presence is a gift to the world. Your energy is a gift to the world. So I want to say, continue to be patient and just be kind to yourself through this whole process. Like I said, I'm totally here with you guys, and this is major change that is happening, and it can be incredibly challenging to let go of these old parts of our identity that have been with us for so long, for our entire lifetime. So you are doing so well. And to really think about how far you've come and how brave you have been through this whole process, I'm really being called to say, it might benefit you to reflect on how brave you have been and how much potentially it took to ask for help and take this action, and really be brutally honest with yourself at times. I know you have been. You've been brutally honest with yourself at times because you've wanted to create this new life for yourself. You have been so intentional about this. You've reached a new level, and you can totally do this. You can totally continue to learn all of these lessons that are being brought in front of you here. I'm just so proud of you, hey. And I get the Lovers, I get the Lovers upright and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This balance and this inner harmony that you're creating for yourself, as you can, what I'm getting is act in line with your inner state. And it goes back to what I was saying, instead of acting from that old identity and taking action from those old patterns of scarcity and lack and fear of missing out and playing it small and feeling like you can't be your original authentic self, throw all of that in the bin and forget I even said anything about that. Take your attention away from that. The more that you can shift your attention to all of the beautiful action that you have taken, the more that you can shift your attention to a sense of gratitude for the bravery, a sense of gratitude for the way that you have shown up for yourself, and a sense of gratitude for the way that you continue to walk this path and the way that you continue to move through this fear. The more that you can embody that state of gratitude and appreciate everything that's around you right now, all of the little things that you have consciously manifested into your life, the more that you can appreciate that and act from that place of gratitude, act from that place of the higher self, and act more in line with this new version of self, that's when the opportunities continue to pour in. That's when the stability continues to pour in as you become more and more, in a way, just detached and just enjoying life and enjoying the fruits of this labor. And on the bottom of the deck, when it came to your gifts, being this forward movement and moving through the unknown and trusting the process, on the bottom of that deck, I get the Ace of Pentacles again. So suffice it to say, you guys are getting the bag. And that's all I have to say about that. So just continue to do what you're doing. Trust that your presence and your energy is an absolute gift in the world. And what I'm hearing is people deserve to see your true self and to see your true nature. And you will be able to be of service to the world and provide like this energetic overflow. You'll be able to provide that with your community and the people around you. And people are going to be so grateful just to know you, just to be in your presence. You are such a gift. Okay, this is incredibly interesting. So I get Varayogini, Transcending Fear, which I actually pulled yesterday in a personal reading. So I love this. And I will read this message before we get out of here. And I just realized potentially I've let the cat out of the bag there a little bit, and I said something maybe I wasn't supposed to say, but you guys will figure it out. So feel free to email me and we'll go from there. So Varayogini, Transcending Fear. This says facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. So I will read this message. That is so funny that I said that, by the way, but I'm just gonna totally roll with it here. The message is, you would never know what it was like to be fearless if you hadn't encountered fear. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and see it for what it is. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is conditioned to be scared by the prospect of fear. And so when fear appears, it can send us running, when in fact it's an invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. I'm going to read that again. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. You have a real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. When they have left you, though, there's a good chance you may feel energetically drained or empty. This isn't because something is missing, but because your fears have been taking up too much space. This is an opportunity for you to call love, miracles, and anything else you need into this space. You are learning to use your power and are being given the courage to embrace who you truly are. Freedom is within sight. Freedom is within sight, guys. And call all of the love and the energetic abundance into this space to help you through this, because you totally got it. You are so powerful. You are such a powerful creator and such a beautiful, unique, special human being. And your energy is an absolute gift for the world. So with that, I will totally leave it there. Thank you so much for sharing the space with me, guys. And I have to say, the difference between my energy at the start of the reading and now is like, I cannot even describe what a gift this reading was for me. And for you to be able to provide your energy for me and giving me the gift of doing this reading, I am so grateful for that. So keep it up, guys. You're doing amazing work. I am so proud of you as you continue to navigate this monumental internal shift that is happening, that we are all feeling here together. So I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love and appreciate you guys so much. And I'll see you then. World peace forever. Bye-bye. Love you.